Hello, amigos, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy here in Miami, Florida. How you guys doing today? It's a rainy day here in Miami, but it's been like that for a few days now. So it's a bipolar weather here in Miami all the time, guys. One morning it rains, then in a couple hours from now, sun is going to be shining. So I'm looking forward to a nice day, regardless of weather. All right, it's great to live another day, be blessed by God to be living another day here on earth. But anyway, guys, let's talk a little bit about something that I've been asked constantly, and I've been dismissing this question when somebody comes to me. They know what my business is, they know what I do, and I have friends, and I have people that know me, and here in the Miami area, and some people that live out of state, and they don't follow boxing that much. But now there's a buzz regarding the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. And I've been dismissing this question. When somebody asks me, I say, oh, God, please don't ask me that question. And the question is, well, hey, coach, what do you think of Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul? Really excited people that don't know much about boxing, that don't watch it, casual fans. This fight has caught an interest worldwide, a morbosity of interest that no other current fight actually has. I mean, Munguia and Canelo are going to be fighting this weekend. We all know Canelo, loves to cherry pick, so maybe that's why there's not too much excitement for that fight. But when they talk about, worldwide interest in a fight with a guy that's a senior citizen, a 60-year-old man, in Mike Tyson versus a 30-something-year-old man, a 30 age gap between both of these fighters, the interest is worldwide. Worldwide. And the reason being is that these casual fans, they just know a few names. They grew up hearing a few names. They know the Floyd Mayweather name. They know the Mike Tyson name. They know the Ryan Garcia name. They know the Jake Paul name. But they don't know the big legends of boxing besides these guys, They don't know the Roberto Durans. They don't know the Manny Pacquiaos. I actually had one of my students the other day, young kid, in his teens, and I said, we're talking about footwork, and then I told him, remember how Manny Pacquiao, his hand and feet movement, hand and feet coordination was connected. That's the way it's got to be when you're throwing a punch and you're moving your feet at the same time, and you're planting your feet, and we're going over that. He goes, who's Manny Pacquiao? All right, so I was like, oh man, Anyway, this fight is one that has caught the interest of casual fans worldwide, and he constantly asks me, and I get like a sick feeling to my stomach when somebody asks me this question, and I tell them, hey man, that's a circus show. That is, an exhibition fight. That's not a real fight. That's what I tell them. And I cut it out. I don't even talk about it anymore. I don't get into it. I don't give my prediction. I don't think what's going to happen. I don't comment. I don't continue commenting or analyzing this fight with these people that ask me the questions. I just cut it right there. I just say, listen, that's an exhibition, bro. That's a circus show. I'm not watching that shit. And as time has gone by since the announcement of this fight, I'm not changing my view on this, but I have several takes, and I want to share them with you guys. And secondly, I want to know what you guys think about this whole charade. Is it a charade? Is it an exhibition fight? Is it a truly, sanctioned event? And from what I hear, the Texas Boxing Commission has sanctioned this event as a real boxing match. It's actually going to go on the record of Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. So it's not going to be an exhibition. Exhibition doesn't count for your official record. So this one does count. They're going to be fighting, I believe it's 8 2-minute rounds, and they're going to be wearing 14-ounce gloves. So I don't understand how they came about sanctioning this fight as a professional fight when this different things, the 14-ounce gloves, the 2-minute rounds, all these things are in contrast to what a real professional boxing sanctioned event is usually like. All right, they're making an exception because of the age gap, whatever the excuse is. I know they're going to bring a lot of revenue with this fight. Texas is, so they're going to accommodate, both of these fighters with certain flexibility. All right. They're going to be giving, more benefit, more leeway, let's put it that way, than a regular fight, than one that goes by the governing rules of boxing state commissions. But what do I think about this fight? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Jake Paul is... You can see him in different ways, all right? And a lot of people hate him, and a lot of people don't like him and whatnot. He wants to be recognized as a real fighter. And when I see Jake Paul picking on older MMA guys, on older boxers, and now a senior citizen like Mike Tyson, and for those of you that have never practiced a sport, for those of you that never practice sport and don't know styles, 60-year-old boxer is a really old boxer, guys. There's a lot of things that go with boxing. And you can tell me, oh, have you seen his videos? Mike Tyson's videos, how he's hitting the bag. Bro, that's a 10-second clip. We're talking about 8 rounds. And one of the things that people don't know, and you can ask some of these casuals, what is Mike Tyson's style? What made him famous? It was a peekaboo style, right? A peekaboo style. And I tell my fighters, when they come to me, they say, hey, I want to learn the peekaboo style. I say, peekaboo style has a lot of holes in it. I mean, why do you think this not only Mike Tyson was the one that practiced it and was good at it, but nobody else has emulated it after that or tried it? Is because you get hit a lot. You got to be constantly moving. It's energy draining. You constantly have to be moving your head and your feet and back and forth, back and forth. You can be timed. Easy to time you, all right? Not everybody's Mike Tyson has that power to actually put you out. Back when Mike Tyson was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is an old guy now, all right? He's a businessman now. He's making millions with his, marijuana farms and his CBD products and all that other crap that he does, all right? But back to my point, this is a style that is actually excellent for a young person, an energetic young person, all right? And that's why I tell them, listen, this is a style that once you start getting old and start losing that, that speed and that energy and everything is going to catch up to you and they're going to knock you out. And that's exactly what happened to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is a legend. I think there is a point where legends of boxing humiliate themselves by exposing themselves to charades and circus shows like this one. And there are people that take advantage of these legends. And I know there's going to be a lot of money, but in my opinion, there are things that money cannot buy. But money can't buy legacy, and that's what I tell people when they talk to me about Canelo. I say, listen, Canelo will never have that legacy like the other Mexican legendary champions, because he's continues avoiding and ducking David Benavides, and that looks really bad. And a real Mexican warrior never does that. So he can have all the money in the world. Canelo can, he can, generate all these millions, and people, oh, well, look at all the money he's got. Yeah, all the money he's got, but he's got no heart to fight. He doesn't have the cojones to fight the top guy. And that's what legacy is. You can't buy legacy. All right? You can't buy the Marine Corps title. No matter how much you pay the Marine Corps, hey, I want to be a Marine, here's the money. No, you got to go through the fire. And it's the same thing here. So Tyson is, for the money, he is throwing his legacy down the toilet. And a lot of people are going to see this if Tyson gets knocked out by a really strong young man, because he is training. Jake Paul is training. He's training hard. He's a dedicated, athlete right now. He's actually dedicating time to his craft, perfecting it, and he's gotten better. I've seen he's gotten better. Mike Tyson is risking all of this for money. He's risking his legacy and everything else. And there's two ways people can look at this. One way would be they both agreed it's going to be an exhibition fight. Nobody's going to get hurt. They're making a shitload of money, and they're fooling people. All right, that's number one. That's one of the ways I think. All right, maybe it's just exhibition. They're just making this for the money. And just like Roy Jones and Mike Tyson did in the past, it was just an exhibition, nothing big. It was actually sad to see these two old guys getting it on. You could see the skills were gone, everything was gone. All right, and like I told you before, just because you see a 10-second clip of Mike Tyson hitting the bag or hitting the pads, that doesn't mean that's how he's gonna look inside a ring. For all you casuals. All right, try hitting the bag like that for 3 minutes. Or go inside the ring, and fight like that for a few minutes. See what happens. It's not the same, guys. All right? So, the second point, Jake Paul can be taking advantage of an old man and making a lot of money and all that stuff. But at the same time, he's going to look like a villain if he knocks out Mike Tyson. If he hurts Mike Tyson. Man, 60-year-old man getting hit like that can actually, wreak havoc on your health. Mike Tyson's a healthy guy now. He's living a good life. Why this? Why this charade? Why this circus if it's not for money? All right, so the way I see it, when some people ask me, the casuals, really excited, hey, coach, what do you think of this? And I say, oh, man, I don't want to talk about that crap. That's a sideshow. That's a freak show. That's a circus show. That's an exhibition fight, man. That's not a real fight. So let's wait to see which one of these scenarios are the ones that are going to play out. Is it going to be an exhibition? Is everybody going to be fooled and believing that it's a real fight? Which is my opinion. It's going to be an exhibition. And these people might have shaken hands and said, you know what? Let's put all these rules in play and all this other stuff and make people think that we're really going to go at it, but we're going to take it easy. It's going to go 8 rounds, 2-minute rounds. All right? So we're talking about 16 minutes of fight. Can Mike Tyson do this? I think he can, right? If he trains. All right? So that's my estimation. It's a glorified exhibition fight where they're going to make a lot of money. Nobody's going to be embarrassed. But according to the Texas Commission, knockouts are allowed. It's a regular boxing, and it goes through your record. So even for a 60-year-old Mike Tyson, who is a legend, having a loss against a YouTuber like Jake Paul is an embarrassing thing. So there's are times when fighters, and I can tell you, because I was a fighter, And I still have that spirit inside of me. There's a time when, enough is enough. When you say, you know what, I don't have it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. But you still have that fire inside of you throughout your whole life. That is something that a fighter will never lose. That fire inside of you. Can I take this guy? And it's in your head. And sometimes I'm walking down the street, or I'm just, standing around, out in a strip mall, and I throw a couple of punches. I move a little bit. I'm like, oh shit, what am I doing? Shadow boxing out there. You live that, you that's who you are. And I know Mike Tyson has, and it reminds me a little bit of that Rocky movie. You remember? He said there's something in the basement. I still have something left in the basement. I think it's called Rocky Balboa, or one of those movies. I think it was a 6-1 or something like that. Where he comes back, he's in his 50s, and he fights this guy. And, so I see it that way. I can understand Mike Tyson, had that fighting spirit throughout all his life. But at the same time, he's 60 years old, guy. He's not 50. All right? He's not 47. And that's still old. So, my opinion, I'll tell you what, it's going to be an exhibition fight. Nobody's going to get hurt. They're going to shake hands, and they're going to make a shitload of money because everybody's going to be watching it. I might be wrong. What would I want to happen? What would be the outcome that I would love to see? I would love to see Mike Tyson knock out Jake Paul. I would love to see that. I tell you guys, I didn't see what happened a few weeks ago with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I didn't see that happening. And I was shocked, but I was happy at the same time. I didn't think Ryan Garcia had it in him. I thought Devin Haney was a superior boxer, and I was wrong. And for those of you guys that, the Devin Haney fans, and like I told you before, I'm not a Devin Haney fan. I'm not a Ryan Garcia fan. I'm not a fan of these guys, all right? I think they're both overrated. And I think eventually they're going to be exposed. And just like I said, Devin Haney was exposed. He's lucky he didn't fight Suriel Matias. But going back to my point about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, this is something that should not be allowed by commissions. Especially when you're that old, it should be regarded as an exhibition fight with certain rules and restrictions, all right? Somebody can get hurt. If this is a real deal, somebody can get hurt. And Jake Paul is a big, strong guy, all right? But Mike Tyson, you see those clips, he looks great and strong and everything. And the last thing that goes in a boxer is the power, and he's still got the power. But how long can he do this for? I mean, the peekaboo style and throw those fast combinations. You can only do that for a certain amount of seconds. 10 seconds, maybe. He's going to gas out. All right? So, Jake Paul's a lot taller, 30 years younger, a lot stronger. Mike Tyson's a senior citizen, 60 years old. He's bound to get tired. If it's a real fight, I would love to see, like I said, I would love karma to come back and bite, Jake Paul on the ass and say, yo, bro, this is what happens when you try to embarrass somebody, a legend like that. And even if Jake Paul knocks Mike Tyson out, if it's a real fight, a lot of people are gonna, be hating more on Jake Paul because you don't do that. You don't humiliate a legend like this. But at the same time, Mike Tyson put himself in that situation. So it's Mike Tyson's fault. So if he gets knocked out, if he's embarrassed, he looks like an old ass man in there, all gassed out and everything. It's going to be humiliating. And it's going to look, it's going to go on your record, professional record. Why do that? For money, man. That's what I don't understand. Those are certain things that I don't understand, how people can actually sell their soul, sell their legacy, sell, who they really are, for money. I can't. But anyway, guys, I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. When you're asked if you're a knowledgeable boxing fan, you're a hardcore boxing fan, you're a coach, you know, somebody that's been doing this for a long time, and you're asked, I'm pretty sure you're asked, hey, what do you think about Mike Tyson and and Jake Paul? You just gotta laugh. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, I guess I'll watch it and hopefully see, you know, a nice exhibition fight. Nobody gets hurt. On the other hand, I would like to see Mike Tyson knock the hell out of Jake Paul, shut his big mouth, and that would be karma. You know, that's the way things are sometimes. So, guys, you know, this is my episode for today. Those are my thoughts for today. I tell you exactly that I believe that this will be nothing more than a glorified exhibition, in my opinion. But I'd like to hear what your comments are. I want to know what you think about this fight. Do you think it's a real fight, exhibition fight, circus show? What do you think it is? Do you think Mike Tyson should go forward with this? Do you think Jake Paul is a bully, a villain in this whole thing? And let me tell you, Jake Paul has done a lot of good for his fighters. He's done a lot of good for Amanda Serrano. He treated his fighters really well. You know, he's done a lot as far as promoting himself and promoting his company. I think he's a very smart kid. He acts this crazy way, you know, and that's how he attracts more of an audience, you know, young audience and whatnot. But at the same time, you know, has he crossed the line? Has he crossed the line with a legend like Mike Tyson? All right, had he taken advantage of an older man? All right, just to make some money. So these are questions that I pose to you guys. I want to hear what your comments are. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to comment. I will try to answer every comment out there. But continue listen to this show. I hope you have a great rest of the week. But this is all for now. Coach Mario, owner, head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy, saying hasta la vista. God bless you all, and peace.